They can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my crocs, these luxury. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to they wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd and just 2 to go. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's incomplete left side. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A handoff left for Edmonds. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Edmonds. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Great. Set.
Again, a run with Edmonds. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Hurts now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
That pass complete to Goddard. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
Great. Set.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back To the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Lays out. What a catch. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
All right, here we go. Second down. They motion the tight end over. Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
No touch, sir. No touch.
Edmond gets it going left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Great, set.
That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pass him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
No touch.
Shotgun snap, a give to Edmonds. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Great, set. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Great, set. No touch.
Staying between the tackles with Edmonds. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
No touch.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Miami. No touch.
They give to Edmonds up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
No touch. No touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No touch.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there. Has them trending in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Goff. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Eagles get to it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch, set. No touch.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging onto the football.
He's on the move. This one finds Goddard. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And the Lions into a nickel set for third down.
Crowd, let's get it. No touch.
Here's Hurts. Escapes out to the left. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Forward ball, forward ball. Alive.
Rush coming for Goff. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams with a quick pass out wide. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
14. 14. Right. Right.
Looking to throw. Goff. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Crowd, let's get it. No touch.
They'll run this with Edmonds. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles looking at 1st and 10.
Good. Set. Delta.
Throwing now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And it sets up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Benjamin St-Juste picks it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions get it back to within 6. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Carter on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Edmonds. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Blitz coming here, Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hurts trying again on second down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles bump the lead up to 13 points. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ric Flair. 11.
Slot man motioned over.
Okay.
On first down, it's gone. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed, there just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Right.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left.
Okay.
To throw again here, second and 10, it's gone. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Out of the shotgun, gone. Laporta with the grab. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On again comes Ryan Wrights for another punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. They're out and set, first and 10.
No touch, set. No touch.
A handoff to Edmonds. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down, ball at the 36.
No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions take possession of the football.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now they face second down. They go play action with Goff. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Goff to the air now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. He took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Evans now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni.
Back to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Here's Carter on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Set. Silver, set.
Pressure coming, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
73. Easy, 63, bad.
Trying again, following the sack. A throw left side, caught by Brown. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Able to find Dotson here. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Good, set. Delta.
On the run, it's Edmonds. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Good, set. Delta.
Going to the ground again on first. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run once more with Edmonds. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to meet him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Whoa, go. Okay.
Goff on 1st and 10. He's going to push one deep down the right. That's complete inside the 35. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Evans now to return. He showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Edmonds. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Goddard makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Go Silver, right?
At the 43
Out.
line.
Yeti.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
63.
Back now, pressure on its way. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He finds Laporta. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off play action, Goff. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. From the gun, Goff. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Lions football. Their season down to its... First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play action here. Trying for the deep ball. Picked off, Reed Blankenship. Broke through the tackle. And he pays the price for the interception. Woo-hoo! Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Now a carry by Edmonds. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Running it here with Edmonds. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
A handoff left for Edmonds. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Great, set. Hey. Delta.
First down throwing for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Delta, set. Carl Vianney. Delta.
Running for the marker on second. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the gun, it's Edmonds. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, 73.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's Smith on the slant. It's inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Complete on the option. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
First and 10 from the 41. They go play action with Goff. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Gibbs now from the gun. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff finds Laporta. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Laporta with the grab. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Goff. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, and the kicking team's got it! All right, partner, peel back the curtain for everyone who's watched this happen on Sundays. Win looks unlikely, but they're still trying this kick. What is the coach now saying to his offense before they run out there?
I can hear the great Tom Moore, longtime NFL coach, over and over. He would preach to us through the week during the game. Whoever plays the game the hardest, the longest is going to win. And my goodness gracious, you just recovered an onside kick. So play this game to the final second.
First down throw from Goff. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Again, a run with Edmonds. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Staying between the tackles with Edmonds. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Great, set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home